Hello everyone, welcome to the session. In this session, I would like to discuss with you the assignment key dated on 2nd July 2020. Students, in this session, I would like to discuss with you the key for assignment. So, from the chapter 1, Cell the Basic Unit of Life, from a concept called diversity in the cells, I would like to give the key for given questions. First question I am reading children's once, let us see. Already I have written on the board. First question. How do you appreciate the fact that a huge elephant, man and trees are made up of cells? How do you appreciate this fact? Suppose if you observe a blue whale, a largest mammal in the world or on the earth, generally it was living in the water. If you take a large blue whale, its weight is approximately 1,70,000 kgs. Whereas if you take a small hummingbird, its weight is only 50 grams to 70 grams. So suppose take a large blue whale, it has cells in its body, whereas if you take a small hummingbird, it has few or less number of cells in its body. Even though cells are common in every living organism, cells are present, but the number of cells are vary considerably. The number of cells are vary from one living organism to another living organism. So the number of cells, what they indicates, based upon the number of cells, we can say the particular organism has this much weight or this much length, this much height. So the number of cells are directly proportional to weight and height of a living organism. Next question I am reading children's once, let us see here. If I take the next question, are all cells are similar in shape and size? Are all cells similar in size and shape? Can you imagine? Are all cells of same structure, same size, same function, same length, same width? No, there is a great diversity within the cells. If you take a human body, our body made up of number of cells that are constantly varying their sizes in different aspects. Suppose take a brain cell that has some specific character. Nerve cell is completely different from the muscle cells and bone cells. So their size is different, their weight is different, their shape is different. So there is a great diversity seen within the group of cells that has similar functions. Next question, how do you define the shape of an amoeba? How can you define the shape of an amoeba? So I am writing the question on the board. Let us see third question. How do you define shape of an amoeba? How do you define shape of an amoeba? You know very well there is a fact that the amoebans do not have a proper shape. They have an irregular body shape. That irregular body shape supported by finger-like projections that are called as a pseudopodia, which helps in the movement of living organism from one particular place to another particular place. Let us see the structure of an amoeba. If you look at the amoeba, generally it has an irregular body shape. It has a prominent nucleus at the middle of the cell. This is considered as a nucleus. It has finger-like projections called as pseudopodia. What are these finger-like projections are called? Pseudopodia. With the help of these pseudopodia, organisms like amoebans, they move from one particular place to another particular place. Next question I am reading children's. What is the largest cell in an animal kingdom? The largest cell is nothing but, what's the largest cell? Egg of an ostrich that measures about 17 into 18 centimeters, which is considered as an largest prominent cell in an animal kingdom. Let us see, if you take the largest bird in the world, it's simultaneously the ostrich considered as the tallest and the largest bird in the world. Second largest bird, emu bird, generally considered as second largest bird in the world. Next question, what questions will you pose to know diversity in the cells? if you want to know the diversity in the cells, what are the questions which you would like to ask? Only you have to do one thing, you have to make the questions. You have to know how to ask a question when you met a particular person or a scientist. Suppose if you met a cytologist, what are the questions you are going to discuss about diversity in the cells? My first question, if I met a cytologist, suppose you are a cytologist, I came to you and I would like to ask the certain kind of questions like this. First question is, are all cells are similar in shape and size? My first question is, are all cells are similar in shape and size? Second question, are all cells have same functions? Third question, what are the various types of cells that are seen in human body? Fourth question, what are the various types of cells that are seen in a plant body? As per CC pattern, I can ask such kind of questions which I mentioned. Not only these questions, what are the questions you are getting in your minds and in your thoughts, you can also express certain kind of questions. Suppose if I take a large blue whale, are all cells are similar in shape and size in a blue whale? Are all cells are similar in shape and size in a blue whale or in a hummingbird? What is the differentiation between a blue whale and an hummingbird in aspect of cells? Like this, plenty of questions which I have in my mind, I am going to ask. So this is the assignment key for the dated on 2nd July. Remaining assignment keys, interestingly, we will discuss in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.